Have you ever been wandering around the world of the Witcher games and thought, yeah, all this monster slaying is fun and the dynamic storytelling is pretty great, but what I really want is to run my own kingdom dealing with the intricacies of court life and managing foreign affairs? Well, now you can in the Witcher realms, a newly released mod for Crusader Kings 3. Currently the mod is still in very early development, but has so far implemented an amazing custom map of the Northern Realms, with the main corresponding locations and kingdoms from The Witcher. So far there is one starting date of 1262, this includes the kingdoms of Skellige, Sintra, Rivia, Temeria, Redania, as well as many others. The devs are planning to further add two more bookmark start dates, 1153 and 1061. This will be implemented in further updates. As well as kingdoms in the initial start date, basic cultures have also been added to match each region, with custom traditions being implemented as well, such as Redanian retinues giving you a bonus to men-at-arms recruitment, Tucson virtues increasing the number of knights you can have, or Cintran grandeur decreasing the guest recruitment and court position cost. Each of these gives the various peoples a unique feel and bonus. It also adds a benefit to ruling many people, and forming a hybrid culture between these, you could maybe gain multiple advantages. A lot of new traditions also allow you to unlock specific men-at-arms types. For example, with Temeria you gain access to Dwarf Ballistae, and Skellige unlocking Drakkar Corsairs and Ulmahut Greatswords. Once again, each of these gives a further unique feel to each and adds fun advantages of playing the different kingdoms and regions. It's also worth noting that these traditions are available for elves and dwarves, which are currently not implemented in the patch but will be part of the future updates, which I will cover more in a bit. Similarly, religions of the Northern Realm have been added in the 1262 bookmark, which already consists of various religions that are dotted around the map. For example, large religions, such as the Cult of the Eternal Flame worshipped in Redania, and Eponian being the main religion of Sintra, to smaller darker cults like the Leshens or Crone's cult that can be found in very specific counties. Currently the mod uses tenets from the base game, which given CK3's array of choice allows these religions to be created fairly accurately already, but it'll be really interesting to see if the mod developers expand these further as development continues. Although this mod is still in very early development and this is only version 0.1, I still had a blast playing through a Sintra campaign while attempting to conquer the Northern Realms, but what I'm most excited about is the future of this mod, with the devs setting out a roadmap of where they want the mod to go. As you can see, they have huge plans. It'll be interesting to see how they implement monsters in the next patch. I can see it working really well with court events where you might have a local lord asking for help as part of your kingdom plagued by a particular monster, and then you have to decide what you're going to do about it, whether it be hire a witcher, maybe deal with it yourself for some extra prestige, or maybe the lives of your peasants aren't worth the time or stress to deal with the issue at all. It'll be interesting to see how they interact with the world and your kingdom around you. Of course they're planning on adding witches as well, which I'm sure will link a lot into the monsters within the world, and will probably turn up at your court from time to time in events and various other things. In another patch they're planning on adding mages, which as an integral part of The Witcher will make a great addition, and I can see you being able to appoint these in a designated court position and have specific mage-based events. It will also be interesting to see how the devs implement magic into the world and what kind of role this will play. In the 0.5 update they plan to add dryads, dwarves and elves in, which I'm sure will be a huge update, and I assume these will be scattered around the various kingdoms of characters, and may also have their own kingdoms/counties. With how other species are treated in the Witcherverse, it can make a very fun playthrough, for example, playing as an elven leader trying to reclaim his ancestral homelands from the humans and kicking them out for once and for all. They are also planning on adding werebeasts. It'll be interesting how this is implemented. Maybe you can discover it as a secret of another character, or maybe become one yourself and then get the advantages and disadvantages of dealing with that particular curse. Maybe you can use it to kill people and also, have to hide it whenever a full moon comes around. It'll also be interesting to see if they implement vampires in this as well, as they play a big role in The Witcher 3, and especially will fit well with the courtroom shenanigans of Crusader Kings 3. They're also planning on adding two new bookmark dates. You've got 1153 and 1061, and also the Nilfgaardian invasion, which I can see as an event in which you have to fight back the Nilfgaardian invasion. Maybe playing as Sintra would be particularly interesting, trying to deal with that and change their fate, while also maybe trying to unite the Northern Realms against them. Finally, they plan to add Geralt and Cirion, which will be interesting to see how they fit these kind of story, narrative-based elements in, whether these be events that pop up and just say, these things have happened in the world, or whether it's more characters that you interact with throughout. It'll be interesting to see how they fit these more narrative bits in. So that's all we know about the mod so far. Even in its current state, I had a lot of fun playing campaign in the Northern Realms, and as subsequent updates come out, I can only see this getting better and better. I'll link the mod below, so feel free to check it out, and I'll catch you on the next one.